What is up, everyone? Scotty Hop here. Today we actually have a video for the Corvette. It's been a long time, and I say that every time with this car, but we actually made a shit ton off of Bitcoin, so we were able to spend $120, all of our profits, on some Z06 shocks. So I bought these used from a buddy for only 120 bucks. We're going to replace the base model shocks, and hopefully it'll handle a lot better. I mean, we have a weird unloading problem in the corner back here, so I'm hoping that those shocks will relieve that. And we're going to start a whole bunch of videos for this car. I bought a whole bunch of parts for it to bring it back to its former glory. We're going to touch up the paint, headlights, a bunch of wrapping, and all kinds of stuff. But first, we're going to upgrade the shocks to Z06 shocks and see how to do that. I'm going to show you guys how to do it, and also the ride quality difference, because everyone on the forum said that this is a great upgrade. So we're going to put it to the test. We also got new tires for the Corvette. I'll post a video of the old tires here. And these new tires we have are the Hankook Ventus V12 Evo 2s, which is a mouthful, but we already have a lot more traction and it's a lot less sketchy now because previously we had those run flats on. So let's get the car jacked up. Probably only going to show you guys how to do the front and the back of one side because it'll be the same for the other side. So let's start on the back and get this project going. Peace. Okay, here's what we got going on. We got the rear tire off. All we have is 2 bolts up there, and then this big honking one right down there. And you can notice there's a huge difference in size between the base model and the Z06. So should be a pretty solid upgrade. We're also going to clean up everything down here, clean up the calipers, get rid of all the salt because we drove the shit out of this during winter. And just clean it up, make it look good. All this stuff though, it'll come in an upcoming video when we're going to detail the whole car, full paint correction and everything. So right now we're just focusing on the Z06 shocks and work our way from the inside out. There's a nut on this side, so we used just a ratchet to kind of hold it, and then just loosen this bolt out with this badass breaker bar. What size is it?
What?
The fucking nut and shit?
24 millimeter.
Yeah. Dude, there's so much salt under here. I have to clean the crap out of this. You take your 13 mil and undo the 2 up top, and it should come out right after that on this side. So that came out just fine. I want to see how this one loads though.
Look at the size difference. Holy crap.
So here's the base model one, and then there's the Z06 one. Hopefully my car isn't like super high up in the air. Let's see how that goes. So this is why the car handled like shit for the longest time. Look at that. Here, do it again. Doesn't go back on its own.
No, I don't know. That one's tight.
Yeah. That's way good. Well, we found the problem. Alright, we got the Z06 shock in for the rear. Super easy, just the same way you take them out. I mean, you got 2 up top, then you got this big one on the bottom, and yep, it's back in. I'm honestly going to detail all this later when we do the whole car, so we're just going to put the tire back on the wheel and start on the other side. What we got going on?
She's got 2 bolts right here on that bushing, and then you just take her out, and then you can get in there.
We got one up top, I think. Yep. Okay, for the driver's side, we actually had to move this coolant reservoir over so we have access to this top bolt right here. So, probably going to get a little vise on the top, vise grip, and then get that nut off, because without the vise grip, it'll just start spinning. So, show you how that's done. Alright, so we got it on there just like that. And we come under, just like that. We're going to be here a while, so I'll put the camera down and get to work. So Dakota devised this master fucking tool. It zip ties to hold it so it's compressed so we can actually fit it back in there. And that's really tight. So let's try to get her in.
Oh my.
Oh!
Like a glove.
Look at that perfect tool.
Hell yeah.
Now we gotta just cut the zip ties and then it'll compress into the hole. To compress it into the hole, you have to use the jack put a jack stand on the hub, and then lower the car down so then it will squish the shock up into the upper strut tower or shock tower, just like that. Now it's how you take it out, just in reverse to put it back in. Okay, so we got the driver's side front shock in. It was actually kind of a pain in the butt, so you gotta kind of manipulate the jack to fit it into the hole and then line it up there on the bottom. And then on top of that, you need to have something holding the nut on the, what's that, the lower control arm, and then tightening the bolt at the same time. So really helps if you have a second person to do this. Now to start on the other side, we'll be done. All right, so we just did the full Z06 shock conversion. Look at how bad this one was. You can hear it. This was completely broken and blown. Both of the rear ones were blown. The front ones weren't too bad. But we did all 4 corners and it should handle a lot better now, a little bit more stiff. It does sit higher right now because the suspension has to settle, but I'm super pumped about this. The car is completely dirty, covered in salt, but I promise in the future videos we're gonna fix that. So let's go for a drive and see the difference. So this hill's super bumpy. We're gonna see how different it feels. Already feels substantially better. No pops or unloads. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, solid.
That's way better. Before the car was all over the place. I mean, with those blown rear shocks, yeah, that's a lot better. Still stiff, but I mean, that's the Z06 shocks. There's no weird bounces or unpredictable movements, so it's definitely a win. Here's the ultimate test to see if this upgrade was worthwhile. There's 2 speed bumps up here, and before the ass end of this car would just start flopping around with the blown rear shocks. So I'm gonna see how much better it feels. Not even gonna hit the brakes. Let's see. Oh my god. We couldn't even feel that. This upgrade should have been done a long time ago. So alright, well, thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I hope this video helps you do the upgrade for your base model Corvette. And yeah, if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace!